Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to your New York Islanders franchise mode here in NHL 19. So, we are up here at the trade deadline in year number 4. So when we last left off, kind of rough. We had a couple of kind of key injuries for the team, to say the least. Just take a look at the injury report now. So we are currently without Quinn Hughes, our big acquisition in free agency this summer. For some reason, Vancouver did not offer him a contract, so we snagged him up. He's been great for us offensively, but he's been out for a little while now, and he is not going to be back until just before the season ends. But good news is we'll have him for the playoffs, and shortly afterwards, John Merrill got hurt long-term as well. So, again, he'll be back just before the season ends and be ready for the playoffs. So there's some good news there with those two guys being out. Kind of stinks right now, but it is what it is. Every team has injuries, and we just have to play through them right now. So, to show you our lineups, what we're running with right now. So our top line still together: Bailey, Barzell, Ethan Loynes. Second line, we've called up Dal Call up from the third line, just to kind of shake up the lines a little bit. Ho-Sang wasn't playing too hot, but Dal Call has played pretty well there at the second line, so we're going to keep that line going. We've got Senyshyn, Beauvalet, and Ho-Sang there on the third line, and Peyton Krebs, Riley Sheehan, and Cal Clutterbuck there for the fourth line. So defensively, where it kind of gets a little shaky here, we had to call up Parker Weatherspoon from Bakersfield, so he's playing on the third pairing next to Bodie Wild. With Merrill being out, forcing Noah Dobson to go into the top 4, but he's played well this year. He's alongside Ryan Pulock, and with Quinn Hughes being out, we've had to call Sebastian Aho into the lineup, and he's playing alongside Barry. He was down here, but with Merrill being injured as well, and Sebastian Aho, he's listed as an offensive defenseman, so we're deciding to kind of play him next to Barry, kind of see how he does there in that spot. Otherwise, we can always shake up the lines defensively if we're not doing too well there. So, but goaltending situation has still been good. Soderstrom hasn't been the greatest. He hasn't been as good as he was last year, but he is up to 83 overall. He is that starting goaltender potential. He has 1 year left on his $800,000 entry-level contract, so he's up at 25 years old. This might be a guy that I'm thinking of trading away, just because, I mean, he's probably going to want an extension of some kind, but with our elite goaltending prospect, Jarvinen, playing in the Liga, he's probably going to be ready in maybe not next year, but the year after for sure, I think. So I just don't want to have to sign him to a 3 or 4 year deal and then trade him away. So we'll go to the contract screen to kind of see what he's looking for, even if, he might not even want an extension, so it might be smart to trade him. But we've got Henrik Lundqvist as our starting goaltender. Last year in the playoffs, he got hurt in game number 1, forcing Soderstrom to come in. So, but we're going to roll with Hank. He's got 1 year left on his deal. We only signed him to a $5.5 million contract. So, yeah, so that's the team right now. Like I said, we're facing a couple of injuries there on the back end. I was looking around the league to kind of see if there's anyone worth grabbing, but the one guy I was kind of interested in was Michael Kempney from Washington, but I think he just got injured, and I can't check on his injury report yet because it's not on the team's page. So, with a question mark of how long he's going to be out, just doesn't seem like a viable option. So I was hoping to maybe get, some little bit of extra defensive depth in case of injuries, but looks like Michael Kempney was not going to be in the cards for us. So let's just go over to goaltenders and see. So Soderstrom does want an extension from us. Let's just see what he's thinking. Oh, he only wants a 1-year deal. So maybe I don't know. Maybe we will hold on to him. Because we're gonna need a goaltender for next year. Jarvin, he's up to a 75 now. I think he's gonna take 1 more year. This is his 3rd season playing over there in the Liga. This is our goaltender of the future for sure, but I think he might take 1 more year. Maybe either playing in the AHL possibly next year or being a backup. So, I don't want to rush him into a starting position if he's not going to be ready. So, we also drafted this guy this past summer in the 4th round. He's a medium elite goaltender, so he's a decent trade piece for us as well. And he's up at 20 years old too. So, yeah. So we have a nice trade piece in that Daily kid. So let's just go to the trade player screen. I want to see if there's anyone. I'd like to look at defensive depth for our team. I'd like a nice depth defenseman. Anyone's kind of trading away or looking to trade away. No, we're not going to get Roman Josi. It does not constitute as depth. Someone maybe like 79, 80 overall that can just come in and, just in case of injury. That guy's a minus 19. Dahlstrom. Carl Dahlstrom. He's got 1 year left on a 2-way deal. He's left-handed. What has he been up to? He's played mostly in the AHL. Might not be a bad guy. I would like someone maybe like 80, 81 overall maybe. Just to make sure that if they do have to get called into the lineup, I want them to be effective. That's the only thing. And kind of hold their own. And I don't want anyone who's going to be, longer than just this season. Justin Braun, veteran. He's got 3 years left. No thanks. So let's just go. Let's see. Michael Stone. He's got 1 year left. He's a minus 14 though. Right-handed. He played a season in the AHL. Yeah, I'm not really interested in Michael Stone. Suster. He's a defensive defenseman, right-handed. 1 year left. 31 years old. Maybe Andre Schuster would be someone that we can kind of call upon and rely. He's a veteran. This year he was a minus 10, but he's usually a pretty good defenseman. I mean, he's a defensive guy. But just in case, that's an option. Andre Schuster. Nate Schmidt, what does he have left? He's got 2 years left. No, I don't want to go past this year. Carl Alsner. He's got 1 year left. He's having a good season. He's usually a pretty good defenseman, although he's been minus those 3 years. Oh, actually, I'm looking at AHL stats. He's only played 5 games in the NHL this year. I think I'm going to pass on Alsner. Looks like Washington got Sergachev. That franchise defenseman they drafted last year is an 87 overall already. Oh my god, what a beast. And they still have John Carlson. So I think I'm going to go after Andre Schuster. Another trade with the Rangers. Alright, so let's see what they want in return for Schuster. They want Merrill. They want all defensemen. Look at all, every single one on this. Actually, no, I'm on the defenseman page. Duh. Let's go to skaters matching the block. But they do want quite a few of our defensemen. Let's see, something down in this range. I'm not parting with any of those guys. Let's see. That Daly guy. I want to hold on to him just because that value is so high and I don't want to waste it on a bad trade. Draft picks. They only want our first. They want a second rounder from next year. I don't even know if that would go through. It's a little bit still in our favor. They have a little bit. Schuster has a little bit more. Just a little bit more trade value. Second round pick seems kind of a high price to pay for Schuster. About 2 years from now. 2 years from now for Schuster. Let's see if they would accept this trade. For a second rounder 2 years from now for Andre Schuster. Trade rejected. Alright, well let's just see what we can get back from this Daly guy. Zibanejad? I don't need Zibanejad. Could take this prospect. Gruel. Just doesn't seem in the cards. See, Kempney, I think, must have just gotten hurt. I mean, they also have Zach Bogosian, but he hasn't played. He's only played in 8 games this year, so it looks like he's like their call-in guy if someone gets hurt. I mean, I'd rather have Michael Kempney. $31. I just don't know how long he's going to be out for. I don't think a trade at the deadline is going to happen here, so that's fine. It's, you know, we'll just roll with the team we have. There's no one else I want to get. I like our team. We're a young team, but we're just going to continue on here. There's no need to... we'll go up to the 21st here. No need to force a trade. I don't want to... Oh, I did offer a contract to this guy in free agency. He's a 20-year-old defensive prospect. So we'll just continue to simulate here. Let's see how our team does. Quinn Hughes is available to play in the next game, so he should be back for this Rangers game. So Quinn Hughes is back. Let's just make sure he's fully healthy. I am not chancing anything. Okay, so he's fully healthy, which is good. Just want to make sure. Yeah, so I think Aho went in for Quinn Hughes, I believe. I'd like to split Quinn Hughes and Barry up because they're both point getters. I'm going to put Dobson back down here. Put this Witherspoon guy here. So Hughes and Pulock. How's he doing? He's a +4. That's fine. I'll let him play with Barry. Merrill should be back shortly anyway. Okay, so that is excellent news. We have Quinn Hughes back in the lineup, fully healthy. Okay, let's go up to the 21st. Do not need that guy. John Merrill. So we roster moves. We gotta send some guys down. One of them is going to be Skarek. Another guy that can go down. We'll leave that for now. Alright, so let's come to the 25th here. We'll let Merrill be fully healthy. Bridgeport. Gibson's been injured. I mean, we're not doing terrible, but we're not doing great. Oh my god, we're down here. We've really fallen. My god. Okay, let's edit the lines. Let's get John Merrill there. So our lineups are back to normal. I'm gonna send that Witherspoon guy back down. Did he make it back down there? Yes, he did. Okay, we are back to full health. These two games against New Jersey are going to be huge. Go up to the 28th here. Gibson's back for the AHL. Dal Call has been injured with a concussion. Of course he has. Andrew Ladd's coming in. I can't believe that. What the hell? Oh my god, we're out of a playoff spot right now. I can't believe this. Okay, so Ho-Sing, you're gonna go back up. Actually, you know what? Sinishin, how you doing? We're gonna put Sinishin up on the... No. Sinishin rotation up on the right wing there. Fourth line's playing awful. Top line is just absolutely crazy. Okay, this is a big couple of games. We're chasing New Jersey right now. We're gonna sim past this first game. We're gonna maybe slow sim that second game. Clutterbuck has been injured. How lovely. We're gonna have to call up a forward. Oh my god. Not that he really matters, but injuries. Injuries. This guy's a fourth line forward. Yeah, let's call him up. Ooh, big win. Oh my god, the guy I just... whatever. The guy I just put in for the injured guy is injured. Okay. Let's see. 91 points. I can't believe how far we've fallen in like 10 games. Oh man. 3-7-0 in our last 10. We are not going into the playoffs, hopefully, on a good run. Alright, so a big 3-0 win road there in New Jersey. Let's hope for some more good luck here at home. First period. There we go. 2-0. Tyson Barrie, Matt Barzal score for us. Second period. So they get 2, we get 1. Severson and Johansson. Ethan Loynes gets 1. To keep that lead alive. 3-2. Come on, guys. Third period here. Oh my god. Johansson with his second goal of the game. Ties it up 3-3. 10 minutes left. There we go. Quinn Hughes. Oh my god. They get one right back. Are you kidding? Come on. 5:18. Let's jump in. Let's jump in. We'll let the computer play. 94 overall for offense now. Okay, this is a huge game. If we can take 2 points in regulation against New Jersey again, that would be huge for us. Because we are stumbling right now. It is not great. Let's see what the computer boys can do here up against New Jersey. This is a big game. We really need to take 2 points. 4-4 tie with 5 minutes left in the third. See what we can do. See what the boys can do. The boys in blue. God, shot way wide. John Merrill to the Nuge. Second line's out there right now. Pass to Barrie. Good shot. Oh, rebound. Okay. Jersey comes on the attack. Nico Hischier to Eberle, former Islander, now with New Jersey.
The Islanders are not done with this game tonight, but we're already looking ahead on the schedule. And a tough lineup of teams over the next little stretch for these guys, physically and mentally.
Okay, first line for us is out there.
What can they do now that they've won it?
New Jersey wins the face-off.
Laid on to Bratt. The battle for possession continues.
Oh, come on, guys. Get that puck. Here we go. Barzal to Bailey. To the captain, Barzal. Back to Bailey. Back to Barzal. Shot blocked. Bailey tries to. Barzal tries to go back to the center, but it's a no-look pass, and New Jersey will take it back into our end.
Snaps one in there.
Ryan Spooner with a shot. But Lundqvist will grab it and smother it. Less than 2 minutes remaining here. Still a tie, 4-4. It's been a back and forth. It's been a crazy game, back and forth. Second line gets back out there.
They win the draw. Now can they get it out?
Nugent Hopkins up to Skinner. Skinner looking for Senyshyn, puts a shot on. Big save there by Schneider. Zach Senyshyn gets denied. Ethan Loynes, he's leading the league in goals. At away. At away. Nice. Face-off win there by New Jersey in their own end. The first line's back out there. Eberle's got it on the right boards. Back to the defense. Severson looking for his options. Oh, there's a missed shot there. We got a breakaway. And a chance comes in. It's bumped off the puck by Butcher. Senyshyn trying to get that puck back. Islanders still got it. Still fighting. Can't get control. New Jersey will take it back to our end. Eberle, the former Islander. To Butcher. Oh, he butchers it again. Get it? Butchers it.
Now it's directed to Skinner.
Jeff Skinner. To Pulock. Still with control. Trying to get it deep, but not deep enough there that time. Eberle with the puck again. He's had a lot on his stick this period. Quinn Hughes for us. Skinner. Guys are tired. Only a couple of seconds left. We have a last-ditch effort shot. Pulock gets blocked. Pulock to Loynes. And going to overtime. So each team is guaranteed a point here, which is not what we wanted to have New Jersey get. But it's all about that all-important second point, and we really, really could use it. Okay, overtime. 3-on-3. May the best team win. So we got Loynes, Barzal up against Hischier and Eberle. I take our two pairings. Any day. They're out there with Tyson Barrie in the back end, but New Jersey's going to ice that puck. Matt Barzal, the new captain, named captain at the beginning of the season. He's got a big weight on his shoulders right now. We need this win. Definitely need this win. Barzal to Barrie, to Loynes. He's got to try to get a chance there. We're all over them. Loynes gets it back. Looking at his options for Barrie in front. It gets blocked away. Loynes still putting good pressure there. Not enough. New Jersey's got their chance on the attack. Severson's got it. Trying to get that puck to Hischier. It doesn't work. And Loynes will take it back into the offensive zone for the Islanders. Looking at Barzal. Barzal try to get it to Loynes. He gets stick lifted there in the slot, and New Jersey will come back the other way. Eberle's got it on his stick. He's looking at his options. Big slapper there. And Barzal's got it. He's got a breakaway. He's get past Eberle. Barzal shoots. Oh, big save. He tried to go 5-hole there. The captain trying to win it for his team.
You can't deliver the puck much better than that, but the goalie says no chance.
Big save there by Corey Schneider for New Jersey. What a save. Second 3-on-3 unit finally gets out there. Skinner, Hopkins, and I believe that's Quinn Hughes. Yep, Hughes has it. He gives it up to Johansson, who's already got 2 goals in this game, and they're going to be offside. by Will
New York's
Butcher.
team leans on him for offensive production.
Ethan Loins
They
is
need
also
him to score
third
on
in the
the
league
power
in
play.
points.
They need him
I mean,
to score 5 on
Gus
5.
has got a pretty good lead on him with 9, but
all season long as he's among the highest points totals in the league.
A face-off win. Let's see what develops.
come on, boys. Will Butcher puts a shot. He goes wide. Ryan Spooner gets it to Johansson. Trying to get a hat trick there. Skinner's going to dump it around the boards to Quinn Hughes.
Winging it at neutral ice.
Big free agent signing this past summer. Skinner's got it. Oh, what a big save there by Schneider.
New Jersey's
Skinner first
back in
bobbled
his
the
own
puck, but he had
end,
actually even better opportunity on the second try.
Puts one on.
Here comes New Jersey. They've got numbers. Big save right in front. Oh my God, what a big save by Lundqvist. And that was definitely one of the saves of the game. Just saved us from losing out on that extra point.
I don't know how much of this
But
puck
Skinner
stopped, guys, but it
had a
was
great
just
opportunity
enough to keep it
there.
out of the net.
And Schneider shuts it down. Oh man. Palmari and Zaka up against Bailey and Beauvalet. So our third 3-on-3 pairing is out there. Zaka puts a shot on. Big save there by Lundqvist. Zaka's got it again, trying to set up Butcher. Butcher's missed a couple of chances between the late third period and here in overtime. He has not looked good.
Will it be settled soon? Loose puck, the defense
Zaka's got it. Beauvalet and Bailey playing well defensively. Beauvalet tries to put a shot on, but he's going to lose the puck. Butcher's got speed. He's got time. Barry comes back to help out. What a save there by Lundqvist. A big shot. And Loins is third in plus minus, as is Barzell and Bailey there in the top 10. Our first line is really, really good right now. When Hopkins gets tripped, that's going to be a power play. So for 45.2 seconds, the remaining time left in the overtime, we're going to be on a 4-on-3. Hichet takes a bad penalty here in overtime as he trips Nugent Hopkins. See what our team can do here. This is a big opportunity for us to end it right now. In a shootout, you never know. Barzell wins the draw. Barry Loins puts a shot on. Save there by Schneider. Jersey will dump it down. Tyson Barry grabs it up to Loins. Over the blue line. Loins does a deke to Barry. Oh, that was a good save. Oh, a rebound and a backhanded save. But Barry just tripped somebody, and there goes our 4-on-3 advantage. Tyson Barry is going to go to the box for tripping himself.
I'm going to give credit to the puck carrier here. He kept
After
his
a
legs
great
close
opportunity,
to the
2
back
shots
checker
on net,
to reach
on a nice
in
rush
and
play.
take him off
Tyson
his
Barry
feet.
negates our power play opportunity.
Both teams are 2 men short as we resume play.
Back to 3-on-3. Oh my God, Will Butcher scores after I just crapped on him for not playing well. That is not good. We get a point, but we don't get the extra point, which is not good. This is the team we're trying to catch up with. Johansson with a 3-point night. Well, it's been the story for the last month and a half here for this Islanders team. Okay, so we've got 5 games left. We're still in a wild card spot, but New Jersey now has a 3-point lead on us. Carolina is tied with us, but it looks like the tiebreaker is going to us. And we're only behind Philly by a point. So, at the start of this video, we were in second place and behind first by a point. And now we're scraping the bottom of the barrel trying to make a wild card spot. So we have two big divisional games here between Carolina and Columbus. So let's go up to this Monday the 4th. Let's see if we can get at least one of these wins. A lot, then we win in a shootout. So we have 3 games left. We're now out of a playoff spot. Carolina and Philly are both 2 points ahead. So we're going to advance the day here. Up against Detroit. They are in 3rd place in the Atlantic. Let's see if we can beat them here. A big loss. Wow. We're now 3 points away from New Jersey and 4 points away from Carolina. This game right here is whether or not our season continues to the playoffs or not. This game against Philly. Might as well slow sim it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're teetering on the edge of losing the playoffs right now. First period. 1-1 game after the first. Ethan Loyens gets us on the board, but Provorov ties it up for Philly. Second period, Claude Giroux scores, so it's a 2-1 Philly lead going into the 3rd period, and they're dominating us in shots right now. Not good. 3rd period, we're on home ice. Big penalty kill here. We do it. Do we have another goal in us? Come on, boys. 8 minutes left. Big power play. We can't score. But we do afterwards. Ethan Loyens gets his 2nd of the game. Oh my god, Ratcliffe scores with 46 seconds left. Are you kidding me? 51 seconds left. Oh my god. That's a backbreaker of a loss right there. We just lost with less than a minute left. Wow. Wow, that's probably the playoffs right there. Yep. That's it. We're out. I can't believe this. So after EA runs us out of the playoffs with their BS ways because they started our secondary backup goaltender over our backup goaltender in 2 different games last playoffs, which is the reason we lost. They injured 2 of our top guys going down the stretch and can't steal a game here in the final games, and we're out of the playoffs. So this was a year that we were really supposed to kind of go for it and go far, and we just couldn't in another loss. We cannot win games, apparently. Loss. 3 straight regulation losses. We won in a shootout against Columbus, a regulation loss against Carolina there, an overtime loss against New Jersey. We won there. We lost against Toronto. We lost against Winnipeg. We lost against Buffalo. I mean, it really started right here against Dallas. So after the deadline, we got a point there. We had 3 games in a row that we won. 1, 2, 3 losses in a row. We won a game. 1 loss. 1 in overtime. 1, 2, 3 losses in a row. 2, actually going all the way down here. 3 3-game losing streaks in the last month of the season. That's the reason why we're out of the playoffs. So definitely think I would say we took a step back this year. We really was going to, we were kind of going for it. You know, we decided to re-sign Lundqvist. He's an 89 overall goaltender. You know, we got Loyens, who's now up to a 91 overall. We've got Barzell, who's up to a 92 overall. I mean, our first line was absolutely dynamite. Plus 29, plus 31, plus 32. Second line, I mean, Skinner still had 21 goals. Hosting kind of bounced around, but he had a good season, to be honest. Most of those points were on the third line, so 48 points on the third line is pretty good. Nugent Hopkins, he wasn't as good as I was hoping he would be. He was a minus 12. Del Call had a good year, 17 goals, 29 points. Ended the year, last 12 games, injured. So that didn't help either, that we didn't have him in the lineup. We had Andrew Ladd in the lineup instead. Beauvalet was not as good as he should have been. This is his worst season so far with us. Seneshin didn't really take a step forward. I was hoping for another 40 to 45 point year. He definitely took a step back. Sheehan was good for most of the season, but down the stretch it just fell apart. -14. Krebs kind of got some points early on, but was quiet most of the rest of the year. He was a -14 on the fourth line. Clutterbuck, I mean, what are you going to do? Clutterbuck's in there. Just a rough end of the year. Very, very rough end of the year. Bodie Wild ended up being a -16. That is rough. Enough said there. Tyson Barrie, I mean, he was good, but he wasn't what we needed out of him. So, you know, this is his first season with us, 56 points, 9 goals. He had 10 goals this year, but only 33 points. He was a +11, which is good, but not the kind of output that he's supposed to really put out there. Pulock was decent. You know, he's a plus player. I mean, can't really ask for much more than what he gave us this year. He was decent. Quinn Hughes misses almost half the season. You know, he was, you know, really on pace for a good 40 points. You know, maybe 16, 17, 18 goals. You know, he was on pace to have a really, really good season, but he just gets injured, and it happens. Noah Dobson had a good rookie season. He was a +4, you know, only on 14 points, but he's not a huge point getter. John Merrill, who was injured for a quarter of the season, but he was +15. He had a good year. Bodie Wild, that's rough, -16 for him. And having to rely on Sebastian Aho for 35 games doesn't help either. Lundqvist had a good winning record. His stats are good. Soderstrom just was not that great. So maybe I should have traded him and gotten something in return, because I don't know if I want to bring Soderstrom back. You know, Jarvinen might be good enough to be a backup next year, so who better to give him a backup or a starting goaltender to backup than Henrik Lundqvist? So, kind of a sour taste in our mouth to end the season. It's not how I saw the rest of that year going at all. I mean, I knew it was tough losing Hughes and Merrill for the remaining last third of the season, but wow, I did not see us falling down that far. I mean, like I said, when we started this video 43 minutes ago, we were in second place and out of first by 1 point. We had 78, and I think Philly was up there with 79. So, in like 20 games, we only got, 16 points out of a possible 40? Rough. Really, really rough. So, just gonna have to take it as one of those learning years. I mean, I think next year I think we're really gonna have to kind of step it up and really kind of push for, you know, being. I mean, we were listed as a championship caliber team, so, you know, with us being out of the playoffs, at least we'll be in the top 15 for draft picks. I mean, in the entire league, you know, we're here. We're 15th in the league, so we don't have any other first rounders or anything like that. So the Rangers were pretty bad. So that is rough. So let's just we'll simulate up to the draft. We'll kind of see who wins the Stanley Cup. We'll see if anybody retires. Hopefully Lundqvist doesn't retire. I want to Get one more year out of him if I can. I think Soderstrom is still considered an RFA, so if anything, I can just qualify him and probably just end up trading him, to be honest. Because we do have Jarvin in the ranks coming up. Dal Call. Too little too late for Dal Call. And, you know, I forgot about Dal Call. You know, he got hurt towards the end there too, so that did not help either. So we do have Clutterbuck finally coming off the books. I think I'm going to buy out Ladd. He's got 1 year left. That's fine. We'll look at the draft rankings before we head out. Yeah, sour taste. I mean, last year's first playoff round, what the game did to me is really kind of annoying. And the Maple Leafs win it 2 times in 3 years. Man. But this year, just getting those injuries. Okay, so we are up at number 13, so it's not an incredibly high pick. Tampa Bay. So, up there at 13, so the Rangers have the first round pick, or the first overall pick rather, Florida and Vegas behind them. Look at the draft in a second. Retired players, let's see. Maybe we'll be lucky and Ladd retires. Andrew Ladd, he did retire. Oh, sweet. Now we don't have to buy out his contract. Oh, good. That is good news. That saves us money. Let's see. So Lundqvist did not retire. So he's still hanging around. Good. Good, good, good. And Andrew Ladd's now a scout. The following players from your team are now a scout and are eligible for signing in the assigned scout screen during the re-sign phase. Is he any good as a scout? What would he be? Andrew Ladd. So does he automatically have a contract? Okay, I guess I can choose to fire him. He's a C scout. He's a good AHL scout. He's a good OHL scout too. Yeah. As well, it's an extra scout I don't have to sign. So Andrew Ladd retires. Poor Andrew Ladd, but he's still with the organization as our scout. Interesting. Okay, so up at the draft here, like I said, we're at number 13. Let's just take a look at the draft class. Some good players, as always. So where are we? We're up at 13. Ooh, there's a gem here. Medium 1-bar franchise. A defenseman, a right-handed defensive defenseman. Zdeno Chara. Dorian Highnote. So we're picking at 13, which seems to be this guy right here, Scuderi. Wow, he had 60 points. Christian Summers, a left wing elite sniper. Be nice if you fell to us, eh? Otherwise, well, there's an elite right-wing playmaker, Khalil Weber. Yeah, I'm gonna pin him. He might be something to look at. We'll pin Christian Summers. Anyone else on that up here that we know is elite? It's the top 6 forward there. Center playmaker. Okay. So that's what scouting looks like. Let's take a look at our picks. So we have a first rounder. Like I said, we're up at 13. We don't have a second round pick, but we are picking twice in the 3rd round. We have a 4th rounder, a 5th, a 6th, and our 7th. So I could always take a look and maybe trade that medium elite goaltender that we have to maybe move up in the draft, or grab a player that we could really use for the team. Maybe a nice, strong winger or something. I don't know, defenseman maybe. But that's going to do it for this episode. It was a rough end of the year, but that's going to happen. But this next draft in off season and looking into next season, I'm really going to kind of hopefully ramp it up. I want to get, we have a really, really good core of guys, and I think we can do really good things. But we're going to start kind of pushing the envelope a little bit. I really want to be a strong, hard contending team that doesn't falter down in the last 20 games of the season. So that'll do it for this time, but thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.